Yeah, I watched Challengers. I gave it a 4 and a heart. Honestly, I was probably on team 3.5, but I thought they stuck the ending super well. Like at the ending, I found myself being like, I hope the good guys win. But then when the ending actually came to pass, I was like, that was a way better ending than my fucking conventional ass would have done. My conventional ass would have been like one of the tennis players hits like 2 straight aces and wins and becomes the most celebrated athlete of all time. Who are the good guys? You haven't seen the movie, huh? I have? Okay, well, you know who the good guy is in Challengers, bro. Come on. That one friend who's too nuanced. Who are the good guys in Civil War? The Union? Next question. People will unironically be like, yeah, but actually the Union was pretty racist. That's right, though. I know, but like it's kind of lacking historical context. People will be like, you'll be like, oh, my favorite president, Abraham Lincoln. They'll be like, he said some pretty bad stuff. Yeah, okay, that's probably true, but like at the same time, you gotta compare him to like the other presidents and also his peers, man. It was like Abraham Lincoln against like Robert E. Lee, dude. Robert E. Lee wasn't president? Yeah, thanks to Ulysses S. Grant, dude. You fucking thank Ulysses S. Grant. You salute that picture every night. Otherwise, you'd be speaking with a little Nashville twang right now. We'd all be speaking y'all right now if it weren't for Ulysses S. Grant, bro. Didn't they, like, the whole Grant being a raging alcoholic thing, didn't it get debunked as like a psyop from his opposition party? And it turns out he was actually like fucking chill with it and he could hold his liquor. He wasn't a bitch or anything. Have you talked about why you only give Perfect Days a 3.5? Okay, don't slander me. First off, it's 3.5 out of 5, and it got a heart. And thirdly, it's because I'll admit I watched it on a plane. I was very tired, but I was also like about halfway through the movie. I was getting a little bored. I was kind of like, I get that that's part of the culture of Japanese cinema, but I was like, I get it. He's cleaning the toilet, and I get that it's putting you in Hirayama's life. Is you're also meant to enjoy the little things just like he is enjoying the little things, having watched it that much. But Wim Wenders is not Japanese. Yeah, the movie is Japanese, though. It's Japanese cinema. Just because I'm sorry to tell you, but if I cook pho, that's not Canadian cuisine. That's still Vietnamese. It's a Japanese movie. The movie takes place in Japan with all Japanese actors. The Wolverine is Japanese cinema? Well, I don't know who directed it. James Mangold? Yep, Japanese movie. You can't pronounce it pho? I literally pronounce it pho every time I order it in a restaurant. I guess I'm just less, that one friend that's like not woke enough. That's cringe. I don't know. I think it's kind of cringe to be like, you know what? We don't need to get into it. PHO makes faux sound in English. That's I feel like that's the defense that I need to offer for my own position. Like I don't need to take myself one step away from like white boy orders food in perfect Vietnamese, right? I'll just read it the way it's written on the menu. And if you guys want to like get a 5-alarm social anxiety attack over how to pronounce the food on the menu, so you just order chicken tenders instead, that's really up to you, quite frankly. You could always just use the number too. You could be like, I'll take a number like 62A or whatever. That's why they put the menu there, man. They're just happy you're in the restaurant. That's an ad hominem. Yeah. But I don't necessarily think it is pronounced pho. I know it's pronounced pho in Vietnamese, but I think that in fucking English, it might be pho. The way when it crosses over, that's the sound the letters make in the English language, man. Because your fucking horny asses are all saying Samsung, which is not the name of the company. The name of the company in Korea is Samsung. But if I say Samsung, everybody goes, oh, this guy's a fucking idiot. He doesn't know how it's pronounced. But when it comes to food, it's like if you say pho instead of pho, they're like, oh my God, that's problematic. You don't have a consistent fucking position, is what I'm trying to tell you. You don't have a consistent, you're literally being led around by your nose like a fucking dog on a leash. How does that make you feel? If you don't stand for anything, what will you fucking fall for, bro? Okay, you'll not catch me saying quesadilla. But you will also not catch me ordering a quesadilla at a restaurant. because I'm not ordering off the children's menu. How do you say La Croix? I think you just got your answer. Wait, that was acted. Or I got sidetracked by a bunch of Ohio fucking noodle soup eaters. Everyone should follow Chiblee on Letterboxd, by the way. I think your reviews have gotten a lot better, Chiblee. Or your ratings have gotten better, which means I agree with them more. I got pissed off at Letterboxd because I was looking at reviews of The Holdovers, which I gave 4.5 and a heart. The top review was like Paul Giamatti was running that Twink Academy like it's the Navy. I think I typed in Chiblee's chat. I said, I copy and pasted the review and then said, we should take this person and throw them in a big hole. It's a work of art. You distill it down to a pithy little joke for social media credit. I didn't say we should physically harm them. I said we should throw them in a big hole. They can get out. They're smart. They're watching good movies. The top review for Burning. Hang on, let me check it out. Burning, 2018, top review, popular review. You versus the guy she told you not to worry about. Yeah, but that's from Demi, so I'll allow it. Recent reviews. If Schrodinger's cat was a film, cat emoji, box emoji. Literally every line in the movie has a subtext. If you keep that in mind, smiling emoji. We need to fucking ban this website, man. This is not okay. That's... no comment. No, I will never write a review on Letterboxd. I will always just give a rating, man. That's crazy. You could not catch me doing that. Movies to watch when you feel lost in your 20s. Yeah, great. Yeah, good idea. When you're feeling lost in your 20s, maybe just pop on Moonlight followed by Aftersun. That sounds like a good fucking time. Go to the theater, watch Ant-Man and the Wasp and Quantumania. If you're going through a quarter-life crisis, your ass should not be out here watching... Well, okay, you can watch Booksmart. I'll give you that. You can watch Kiki's Delivery Service. But... I'm the only guy on Letterboxd taking movies at face value. Chiblee, I'm saying this because I respect you. Some of your old reviews piss me off. But I also just imagine that you were like 8 years old and you were watching them while you were looking at your phone. You have a review that really pisses me off. I don't know if I want to get into it, but it's your review of 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. I think you gave it like a 4-star, which is like, I like this movie, but then the review is like, I don't really see why they had to redeem the racist guy. And I'm like, the movie goes, characters change over the course of the story, man. Don't do this virtue signaling ass shit with your Letterboxd review. I was literally 12 when I saw it. You can't say that. Your poor neighbors, I dead ass have no shared walls with another human being except for my wife, okay? And she knew what she was getting into. I do like Connor's Letterboxd reviews, though. Was it the Borderlands one where he said 35 minutes into the runtime of this movie, my son detonated the explosive vest he had under his jacket, killing him instantly? That's just a really good review. And it tells you everything you need to know about the movie, too, which is what makes it so good.
They're opening up big pickleball near me. I want to try out pickleball.
Dude, you should. It's nice to get outside.
I'm afraid, though... Well, it's inside.
Even better.
I'm afraid I'm going to go and like twist my ankle like in the first 5 minutes of trying.
Yeah, do not watch Challengers. That's what happened to Tashi Duncan.
I got to look up Challengers because every time you're telling... I'm thinking of Passengers.
2 different movies.
I know. What was the point of the movie Challengers is the top Google.
That shit is so depressing.
Suggestion.
There's not a lot of subtext in Challengers, I would say. It's pretty... Most of it is on the screen.
The next one is Challengers a queer movie?
I would say it has elements of that, but I don't know. It's not for me to describe whether it's queer cinema.
I know. It's just very, like, these suggestions.
2 dudes do make out a little bit. And, like, they might be in love, but even it might be a different kind of love. It's like, it might be like the love that the Joker has for the Batman, where, like, they're, 2 stars orbiting each other, destined to always be, like, locked. Tidally speaking, but not romantically necessarily.
Would you describe it as a movie where a person and their passion morph into a more of a symbiotic romance?
Sort of. I see it as my interpretation is that Art Donaldson is just kind of like a normal fucking dude who's trying to enjoy like his quality of life. But Tashi Duncan is like a Dr. Frankenstein type of fella, and she is obsessed with turning art into like a monster so that she can live her dreams. That's the way I see it, vicariously through him.
Is Challengers about a throuple?
That's I would say that's one possible reading of the movie, but I think it's kind of a base level analysis.
Are these two guys brothers?
In the movie or in real life? Because the answer is no.
They look
both ways.
in this picture very similar.
What about the One Direction, that song? It's like, if you like smoking Zaza in a hotel room, if you prefer to vacuum rather than use a broom, if you like using Google Meet because you can't stand Zoom, baby, I'm perfect. To the star right now. Something like that.